the question is that the sukham and dukham is all relative. And sukham and dukham is so much intertwined in your life. So what is sukham can become dukham, and what is dukham can become sukham. And this play of sukham and dukham one goes through. That's why they talk of bliss, anandam. When they talk anandam, there is no opposite word against anandam. But sukham, there is opposite word dukham. Happiness, unhappiness, attachment, detachment, punyam, the merit, the papam, the sin. So, when the divine being, the highest being, highest manifestation, when they come to earth, they are not caught in dukham and sukham. Their act is called lila, and divine lila, divine play. So they are not, they are aware that this is a temporary divine, it's a play. Now play can be any play, although it's divine play, but why should it be divine play? Because except the person is divine, but play can be not divine. Because in play there is a tragedy, there is a humor. When the playwright writes the play, they have to write all sorts of things. Then it is a full play. The play is just not all happiness. So all the manifestation of divine, those who are all coming from that, they of course know it's play. And they will adjust into play to the maximum capacity. The rest of the jivas caught into play. So when they take it real, when you are in dukham, then you think that's it. That when it will end. And that is very real nature of suffering. Any kind of suffering, whether it is physical suffering, emotional suffering, mental suffering, psychological suffering, or pain, they are real. Because real that you feel pain. So no amount of any wisdom or consolation or lectures will work. Because if somebody is having physical pain, and you take in front of that person, somebody has high fever or migraine or physical pain, and you can take the most delicious food, and that person will not even look at. What is sukham cannot be perceived because someone is in pain. And the cause of pain can be many. It's not one cause, it's so many different causes. So that's why this kind of knowledge which you have, not have knowledge, you don't have knowledge, but you think it is a possibility. of realizing that this is not it. And when you have possibility, there is a better world, better realm, better situation, then there is a hope in you. You can become hopeless when you see there is no way out. When you see there is no way out, then you have hopelessness. And that is not only damaging to your prevailing situation, damaging to your soul, because it is ingrained. All the impressions are ingrained in the soul. It's like written in a stone. Soul impression. So somebody is born in this life and everything is okay. And still that person is very unhappy. So what is the explanation? Except that the ingrained soul have incarnated in this human form, and that ingrained, printed, written, whatever is from the past, and in this life unfolding. So that is very, very painful process. To take out one by one, to instill the opposite tattva, the opposite energy, it looks like uphill task. Ingrained, all printed in the soul, that is the very difficult. When the soul is so much affected. So everything you do, either you cause or they cause, is imprinted deeper down in the soul. That becomes DNA. And once it becomes DNA, it can carry on. So, what is cure? In the human level, what can you do? I mean, you can take drug, pharmaceutical medicine, but they are not a solution because they create more side effect. You can suppress, you can take the drug to suppress, you can drink alcohol to suppress, you can do all sorts of, try to alter your DNA. But they create more and more pain. So the question was, what is the way out? It can't be there is no way out. There must be way out. There has to be the way out. It is impossible and it is unthinkable that there is no solution because everything has a solution. That is your fundamental right. Not a human right, but fundamental divine right. Human right is different. But fundamental divine right, inherent right is that there has to be solution, final solution. And the final solution and the only solution is nirvana. That's why this mantra is called Nirvana Satakam. nirvanam paramam sukham, viswasam paramam gyati. The trust is your friend. The trust is your great friend. Santushti paramam dhanam. Contentment is your biggest wealth. Santushti paramam dhanam. The contentment is your biggest wealth, asset. Viswasam paramagyatim. The trust and belief is your greatest friend. Nirvanam paramam sukham. Nirvan is the ultimate answer of all your problems. That's why so many saints and sages and seers and profounder and acharya and guru, they followed the path of nirvanam, moksham, liberation.